make up your mind, make a bold decision, jump in, do it, experience it. In the previous webinars, we talked about mindset, limiting beliefs, and these kind of things. And today I'm going to talk about the steps of building an online business. Okay, so a disclaimer here. I started to build my online. I'm a medical doctor, as you know, as you already know, and I have my private clinic in West London, and I have built a more clinic kind of franchise back in Hungary as well. So I have had some entrepreneurial background, but regarding online business, I was absolutely a beginner. I had no previous knowledge whatsoever. I started to build my businesses from scratch, and but as I said, I had some entrepreneurial experience, and everything I learned, and I'm gonna share here, I learned it with the six-figure mentors. So why online business? Maybe it's evident for you guys, but I would like to really quickly run through these points because these are very, very important. I compare everything to a traditional brick and mortar business. So an online business, you can manage it from anywhere really, from your home, from a coffee shop, from the beach, doesn't matter. Uh, if you have a Wi-Fi and a computer, you are ready to go. You can reach a global market. So we are talking about 5 billion people. And like myself or you, Shita, we can kind of serve a 5, 10, 20 miles radius because we have a physical brick and mortar business. But with an online business, you can reach the global market, which is a huge advantage. Another thing, you can automate yourself with an online business. So you don't need to be there all the time working, and it's still going, and you can earn multiple income streams. And this is the scalability that you can build up several income streams, and you don't need to be there, but the income is coming, and your value is out there. The investment is really minimal compared to a brick and mortar business, even compared to a university tuition fee that my son need to pay, for example. And the skills that you need to learn in order to be able to run an online business is kind of an evergreen skill set, because while internet is around, why people are selling and buying on the internet, these skills are, you are good to go with these. So it's very useful. You won't be obsolete next week with these skills. And you learn kind of one set of skills, but that set of skills, you have multiple opportunities, as you will see in the coming slides. No glass ceiling on the income. So for example, if you are a employee, or if you are a doctor like me, I have as many hours in the day, so there is a ceiling on my earning, how much I can earn, because I can work as many hours. But in the digital world, no ceiling, because you can scale, you can upscale your businesses. And I think this is one of the biggest advantages, I think, that you can build an online business around your interests and passion, which is amazing, because there was a study by, I don't know, Forbes or someone like this, and 85% of the American people, they don't like their job, what they are doing. And it's just an amazing thing to be able to work with something that you like. Why online business beyond the points that I shared? And this is only the UK. So according to the Office for National Statistics, in 2018, the online sales, the estimated online, maybe it's not estimated, this is a precise number, was 688.4 billion pounds. That is almost 2 billion per day. It's a huge number. And guys, this is only the UK. Imagine the United States, or imagine the global online sales, and we can be part of this. And this is growing exponentially year by year. And this COVID pandemic has given a great boost to the online sales, you can imagine. Again, this is Amazon's, in 2019, Amazon on the Prime Day, so we are talking about one day, they sold 175 million items, which is 2,000 items per second.
Oh.
Imagine the scale of business that's going on in the online space. And the other thing is, according to Jeff Bezos, the founder and CEO of Amazon, there are 140,000 people on Amazon who are selling over $100,000 per year. So a lot of people earning a lot of money from Amazon. I have a product on Amazon, but I don't have a sales of $100,000 yet. So I need to work on that. And for example, this very simple product, chia seeds, and as you can see, they make $103,000 sales per month. So this is not a yearly figure. This is a monthly figure, and a very simple product like this. Okay, so now coming the steps, which is kind of the subject of the presentation. I need to talk about mindset again. It breaks you or makes you. It's so important. Believe me, this is one of the most important things. Then I'm going to talk about the next step in building your business is to gain a basic understanding of the digital, the online space. The next step is to pick your path. So based on the understanding you have learned so far, you can pick your path. And there are many, but there are three main directions that you can take in the digital kind of world. And then you choose one. And I have a recommendation, what I would recommend, and I did this, and what I would recommend to anybody who is new. So you have you make your choice, and then you specialize in that choice, and then you master it. So you become really good in that area, and when it's kind of done, you can go back to the pick your path step, and you can choose another path, and you can start specializing in that, and you can master that. So this is what I did. I joined SFM in 2017, and I started with the affiliate route. And second half last year, with my wife, we learned the e-commerce, which is selling physical products as well. So I have specialized, or I'm working on specializing in two areas within the digital economy. Mindset. Very important, guys. Very, very important. And please have a double kind of hat here. One is, yes, I'm talking about the digital economy, but the other hat should be your absolute normal everyday life. So the things that I'm gonna talk about, guys, applies to any daily decisions, anything you really do, your normal life. Of course, it applies to the digital economy as well. So the first and most important thing is you need to make a bold decision. I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna build a business. And it can be any business. Now we are talking about online business. And I told you my reasons why online business. And I would really encourage everybody to start building an online business. And I would encourage everybody to start building a traditional brick and mortar business. So to really start anything in life, you need to make a bold decision. What is this monkey thing? All of us has a monkey on our shoulder. And every time when we want to do something, anything, this monkey starts to talk to us. You are not good enough. Think twice. Maybe this is not the time. Wait until tomorrow. Maybe this, maybe that. So this monkey does everything to stop you doing anything. Why? Because the human brains throughout our evolution has different biases. And one of the most important bias of the human brain is to keep us safe. So anytime when the caveman wanted to wander out from the cave and explore the surrounding area, this monkey started to talk to him. Don't do this because the tiger catches you, or the neighboring group of people gonna attack your wife, or whatever. So this monkey start to keep us safe and starts to stop you anytime when you want to go out of your comfort zone. This is your comfort zone and the magic happening out there. So if you live your life within your comfort zone, definitely nothing gonna happen to you, and you won't be able to step from A to B. So if you want to do anything in your life, you have to make a bold decision, and you need to make the first step. The second thing, skepticism. Many of you being there, listening to me, having skepticism in your head. Is it a genuine thing? Is this SFM is a genuine thing? Dr. Bela is really a good guy, or he is doing it for I don't know whatever reasons, and you have skepticism in your mind, and I can absolutely understand this because it took me 11 months after joining SFM in 2017 to really see what it is about, because it just looked too good to be true. And it took me 11 months. And there are guys in SFM joining and absolutely smashing it because they are not skeptic. And I don't know, because I am a medical doctor, and I was really learned all the time. I was pushed all the time to check, the science, check the evidence, think 3 times about everything. So maybe it's me, maybe it's general, but skepticism that can stop you, and you need to get over it. Not only in this context, but anything in your life, anytime. Limiting beliefs. I dedicated a whole webinar to limiting beliefs. So if you look back to your emails, so you check my YouTube channel, you can see this video when we talked about limiting beliefs. Very, very important, because all of us has limiting beliefs, and these beliefs hold us back from achieving our goals or achieving our dream. Very important subject. Strong desire. Believe me, guys, making money, or the wish or the goal of making money is not strong enough to start a business. I know most of the people join to SFM to make money from the internet. And it's good. Money is good. A good profit is good. And money is oxygen really in life, and it's good. But only the desire to make money is not strong enough to keep you going through the hurdles. I don't know whether it makes sense, guys. So you need to have a higher desire. You want to buy a house, you want to buy your dream car, you want to travel the world, you want to help your parents or your children. So these are the higher level goals that's strong enough to keep you on the track to build your business. Because building a business is not easy. It's doable, anybody can do it, but it's not easy. You're gonna hit hurdles, and these bigger desires gonna keep you on the track and will pull you through the hurdles. Next thing, you need to be coachable. What does it mean? It means if you believe that you know better everything than others, you are not coachable. And it's crucial to be able to be coachable, because we are all students throughout our lives. We need to have that kind of humble approach to life and learning, and especially you go into a new area, and obviously you don't know everything in this new area, so you have to be coachable and have to be open for feedbacks and everything. So it's an important point. Whatever it takes attitude, crucial, because you're gonna hit hurdles, as I said. Your desires pull you through these hurdles. But on the other hand, you have to have this whatever it takes, I don't give up attitude. Because if you have, there are two options left. One, you're gonna succeed because everything I'm talking about is a proven blueprint. So if you do whatever is told, you're gonna be successful, no question. Or the other option can happen is you die trying if you don't give up. If you give up, that's it. That's end of the story. But if you don't give up, you either succeed or try or die trying. The next thing is managing expectations. Again, very important in business. Whatever business you start, you have to have realistic expectations. And I don't like this term, that realistic expectations, because sometimes we have a dream and they say, be realistic, stay realistic with your dreams. I don't like that. My approach is dream big and act big. That's what I like. That's what I like. But at the same time, we need to manage your expectations as well. So don't have the expectation that you join SFM, you start building your online business, and in 6 months' time, you're gonna make $100,000 per month. There are guys who have done this, but this is absolutely not the typical scenario. So have an expectation. In general, building a business is a good year or two or three or maybe five, but doesn't matter if you are not 90 years old, we have time. And imagine years going like this. And if you start building your business today, in three years time or 2 years time or 1 year time, you can leave your job and you are your own kind of boss. So it's 1 to 3 years is a good kind of expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Able to ask for help. This is a very difficult point for me. So I've been a member of SFM for 3 years, and sometimes it's still difficult to ask for help. Because I am a man, I am a macho, I am a doctor, I have to know it, and I'm struggling. And it's just easy to reach out to someone in the community who specializes in that kind of thing and ask him, jump into a call, and it's sorted. But guys, believe me, it's a difficult thing to ask for help. Again, maybe it's me, maybe it's general, it's human, but this is my experience, and I'm talking from experience. Resourcefulness. You have to be resourceful so we can figure out everything. We try our best. If we can't do that, we reach out in the community and we find the mentor, we find the guy who can help us with a particular thing. But we have to be resourceful, sorry. Patience. It goes back to the managing expectations thing. It, everything takes time, and you have to be patient with yourself. So don't be harsh on yourself. Don't, I don't know, pull yourself down if you can't do anything from the first try. Again, I'm talking from experience, and we can be very, very harsh with ourselves. So anybody else would say the same things to us that we can say to ourselves, we would kick them for sure. And the next one, the last one, is a very, very, very interesting thing, guys. Thought process, habits, and language. So in the SFM community, we are kind of 3,000 people, and there is the leadership. There are the two founders, and there are leaders, and the founders and the leaders build 7, 8 figure businesses. And when you listen to them talking, and they share their daily habits, how they build businesses. And you can pick up the thought processes of these successful people. And maybe you have heard about that. You're gonna be the medium of the 5 influential people around you. So it's very important to hang out with these guys and like a sponge, suck up everything they say, how they say it, what is their thought process. And since my language is, I'm Hungarian and my English is not native, as you can hear it, my English improved tremendously in the past 3 years being part of SFM because everything is happening in English, obviously, here. One of the founder is English, the second is Canadian. So obviously my English improved a lot, but the thought process and the habits, and guys, these are very, very important things. So that's about mindset, crucial, very important slide. Does it make sense, guys? Any questions, any comments?
Imagination would be another quality.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So being a visionary, imagination is very important. But we are using different channels, and you saying this, I guess you are visual person.
Yes.
So you like to think in images, and your primary channel is seeing and watching. Maybe somebody else is more auditory and they listening to things, and others are more kinetic hijack. And they more kind of touching and experiencing thing, but visionary and having a vision board. When you physically put out your dreams on a vision board and every day you face it and see and it keeps you motivated, crucial. Very good point. Thank you very much. Several modules are dedicated in SFM to the mindset stuff because it's really, really important. And once you are kind of get over it, and during that phase, you need to build up a basic understanding about the digital environment. So what it is, how it works, what are the rules of online marketing. And I just put these two images here. On the left-hand side, this is a Google screenshot. And on the right-hand side, this is a YouTube screenshot. Obviously, YouTube and Google are the same. And you will understand that Google wants one thing. They want to serve you the best. So if you are looking for something, Google wants to give you the best result for you. So this is the primary thinking of Google, and Google makes all their algorithms to serve their clients. And as we digital business owners, we need to kind of lean in to this process kind of, and be present or offers or whatever we are doing to serve Google clients or our buyers the best. And once we understand the whole environment, once we understand the thinking process, we understand how the paid advertising is working, how the organic advertising is working, the sources of traffic, where is the traffic is coming from, which is the organic traffic, how you can build an organic traffic that takes a longer time, how you can have a quick paid traffic, the rules of sales, so marketing and sales. In the digital, these are this is the alphabet, this is the kind of the fundamentals of the digital that you're gonna understand as you go through the modules. So you need to build up an online vocabulary. So this is a new world with its new language, the definitions and everything. And as you learn, you're gonna, when I was in a medical school, I had to learn a lot of new words to be able to talk in a medical language. This is the same that's happening with us in the digital. And guys, I had a big doubt when I built up this presentation, because I talk about a lot of things here, and the whole presentation might give you the feeling is, oh my God, how many things I need to learn in order to build a digital business. And it might seem overwhelming to you, and you say, oh, it's too much. It's just too much. And I was thinking whether keep my slides really simple, don't overwhelm you, or go a little bit more in details and really give you the sense. But I, I don't, it's not as difficult as it might come over with all these vocabulary and rules and marketing and sales and these kind of things. Um, Guys, believe me, when you go step by step and when you eat the elephant from bite to bite, and you don't try to swallow the elephant in one piece, it's absolutely doable. I'm gonna talk about the business path, don't worry about that. You're gonna understand what a digital property is, how you can build in a digital space a property that you can sell like a real property in the real world. So it's very, very interesting. You will understand the commissions, what is a high ticket commission, what is a low and a medium ticket commission. So these words you're gonna learn and understand. You will understand what is a list building, why is it important, and how does it work, and what a sales funnel is. So maybe now it seems foreign and oh my God, what are these things? But believe me, guys, step by step, easy. So the next thing, so at this point, so you have worked on your mindset. You have the fundamental basic understanding of the digital environment. Then comes the point when you need to dedicate yourself to one of the main digital paths. One is affiliate marketing. This is what I really recommend to anybody who is really new, like myself. I did it myself, and this is what I recommend. I'm going to talk about it just one sentence. Affiliate marketing is great because you don't need to have any business idea. You don't need to have any products, any services, nothing. You can become an affiliate marketer without any ideas, products, services, anything. You just learn the skills and you can sell other people's services, products for a commission. Beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful um, path in digital economy. The next thing is selling your physical products on Amazon or on an online store. If you don't have any product ideas, don't worry. It's part of the training how to identify products based on your interests and passions and these kind of things. But um, I wouldn't recommend to start e-commerce straight away. You can do that, and some of my members do this, and it's absolutely all right. But the skills that you learn when you become an affiliate marketer, these are very, very useful skills later on when you go or dedicate yourself to the e-commerce path. So that is the reason why I recommend affiliate marketing before you go to the e-commerce. And I joined SFM in 17, and we started to learn e-commerce last year, second half last year. You can build your personal brand. That's another option in the digital space. Or you can take an existing business of yours on the internet. So these are the four, and obviously there are multiple other options, opportunities, or revenues in the digital space, but these are the fundamental basic ones. And if you know kind of these, you are okay. So I'm gonna go a little bit detailed in each and every of them. So this is affiliate marketing. And he is Stuart Ross, one of the founders of the Six Figure Mentors. And if you want to choose the affiliate marketing, this is the platform that you see when you log into your SFM dashboard. And you see 7 training modules: system for selling online, your blueprint, affiliate marketing foundations. The beginning is a little bit mindset and terminology and foundations. And from module 4, it's more technical. But again, if you have never ever touched a website from the back, you never ever did anything technical, don't worry, because everything is step by step, holding your hands, really. So if I could do it without any technical knowledge, anybody can do it, really. And within the 7 modules on the right-hand side, you can see this is the first module: introduction, selling online, advertising online, websites, list building, providing value, products, promotions, SFM formula, and so on. So really step by step going through the whole process. E-commerce, selling products on Amazon or your own store. Again, training modules, introduction, Amazon explained. In SFM, they recommend to start with Amazon. Why? Because I don't know exactly how many, maybe I'm not correct, but as far as I remember, there are 130 million people on Amazon. And if you start selling on Amazon, all of these people are yours. And this is a big thing, because Amazon shares their clients with the small businesses who decide to start selling products on Amazon. And the module 3 is product selection. So if you don't have any product ideas, don't worry, because this is a skill, how to find products. Then you identify suppliers, manufacturers, profit calculation, seller centers, and so on. So step by step, holding your hands, you learn how to build up an e-commerce business. And this is my product, or I would say our product, because I built it with my wife. So this is a bracelet, like this. I think it looks pretty good. But it's not only a bracelet. This is a charger for your phone. So you can plug it into your phone and plug it into the battery, or it can be a data cable, or it can be a charger or anything. It's a bracelet and charger. This is our product on Amazon, and we sell it in the United States, and we sell it in the UK. And I don't know, new countries opening up, and new territories opening up. I don't know how many countries a year, but it's really expanding. So the opportunities, guys, are really, really great. And if you are interested in our Amazon experience, you can find this video on my YouTube channel, and I sent it out in the emails as well. It's a 10-minute interview. Our son interviewed us, and you can listen to how we built up our Amazon business with the help of SFM. Any questions about e-commerce products?
Sorry, may I ask, the bracelet, where did you get that from? Who supplied that for you to sell?
Yes, absolutely. So as you could see in the previous slide, finding module 4, finding suppliers and manufacturers. So
sure.
there is DHgate, there is Alibaba, or every country, and Nepal, for example, India or Thailand, and all these countries have their websites where you can search for manufacturers of different products, really anything, baskets, pictures, paintings, anything that you can imagine, millions of products or hundreds of thousands of products. You can, the best way to start is with your interest. So for example, my interest is flying my drone, or photography, or traveling, and these kind of things. And obviously I would start to find a product from these things. Interestingly, when we found these bracelets, when they teach us in SFM, they say, don't worry about your first product, because the first product is about making all the mistakes, get through the process, know the process, don't worry about the product, really pick anything. And we just picked this because obviously you don't want to mess up your big product. So if you have a great product idea, don't start with that, because initially you can make mistakes, and it's better to make mistakes with a small product and these kind of things. And so just really start anything, get through the hurdles, get through the mistakes, learn the process, and then you can launch your big product and these kind of things. Have I answered your questions?
Yeah, that's correct. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah,
Can I
guys,
ask a
please
question?
interrupt me, ask me.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely, Leah, please.
I've been on the Alibaba website and looked at all the stuff that's on there. But what I wanted to know was, if when you select an item, how are you sure that you've got a good quality item and that it's not, and there's stuff on there like nail polishes and creams. How do you know that it's at UK standard? All that kind of stuff. How do they meet the
Okay.
UK standards?
Okay, absolutely. So let me answer your question with my everyday personal experience, because now I'm working on my second product, which is a very difficult product because this is a food supplement.
Mm.
And the reason why I'm working on this specific food supplement, because I want to take it. So I want to take this supplement, but again, I'm a medical doctor. I am very skeptical sometimes about the quality of these products.
Mm.
And I wanted to be sure that what I eat is really, really high standard, no intoxication, no heavy metals, no bacterial, contamination, and it's really pure and everything.
Yeah.
And I contacted 5 or 6 manufacturers, and 3 from them couldn't speak good English enough to be able to communicate. So I dropped them immediately. And then I started to communicate with the other 3. And I said, look, guys, I would like to order this amount of this food supplement, but I'm going to need another 100 grams because I found the laboratory in the United States, and I'm going to send out this sample to the United States, to that laboratory, and they're going to check everything, heavy metals, clarity, purity, bacterial infection, everything on that product. And some of the manufacturers said, so I felt from the communication, they are not willing to do this.
Mm.
I immediately dropped them. So what I want to tell you, Leah, is you contact manufacturers, minimum 3 or 5, and you receive a reply from them, and you feel from the reply the quality of the person sitting on the other side, and you start to communicate with them. You order a sample, you check the sample, you test the sample, and if you are happy with the communication, with the personal relationship, with the sample, with the test, that's your product.
Okay.
But you need to go through the process.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it took me a while. To find the manufacturer. I'm working on this supplement right now. And after contacting the 6th, I said, oh my God, really, it's maybe a sign from the universe that I need to stop dealing with this supplement, because it's just so difficult. And believe me, there is a reason why. So listen to your inner voice in these cases, and don't force yourself into a relationship that you don't feel 100% confident and happy, because it's gonna kick back down the line. So you have to be absolutely peace of mind. This is a good manufacturer, very good communication. They are absolutely willing to send you free samples, and this is a good kind of relationship.
Okay.
And you feel it. And this is the reason why don't start with a difficult product.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any questions about still e-commerce products?
Are you mainly promoting through Apple? Or so through Amazon? Is it mainly Amazon sales?
Yes, I do sell only on Amazon. In the United States, we sell like FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon. So we send everything there, and we don't need to do anything. Amazon does everything for us. But in the UK, we chose the Fulfilled by merchant. So we have the products here at home at our house. And when an order comes in, we are the ones who post it to the customer. Two reasons. One, I wanted to experience the process, how it goes, what the process is, And the second, when you do the fulfilled by merchant, you have a chance to communicate with your customers. More trust building, more personalization, and these kind of things. So obviously, FBA has its huge benefits because you don't need to do anything. You just send them the product and you step back and everything is automated. You just receive the emails every time when you sold something. And I have amazing stories about this, but I, I don't want to get into that because it would take the time. So yes, the next thing is online business. Again, he is Stuart, and building online business from scratch. You can see this. These are the modules within the training. If you have a business idea, you want to take it online. These are the modules to follow, and this is what my wife Briggy does right now, because our family just recently turned to plant-based, and we don't eat any eggs or meat or dairy products at all anymore. And she is an amazing cook, and she started to build her own community on Instagram, YouTube, and website about our family transitioning to the plant-based diet, and she makes beautiful videos about the food that we eat. And you can, if you are on Instagram, guys, you can check it on switch to plant-based. And the two is a number two, switch to plant-based, and that's my wife. And you can see the videos she's doing. And both of us, we learned how to do videos in SFM as well. So everything we know about this, we learned here. And this is a little bit about technical part. So this is again part of the SFM platform. These are technical things. So you can manage your domain here, so your website. So you can see these are my two websites here. One is my medical website, drbela.clinic, and the other is my affiliate website, godigitalwithdrbela.com. But you can make it different designs here. For example, I made a website on my facial aesthetic consultation because during the lockdown, my clinic was closed, and I do fillers and Botox as well. And I offer the service for clients globally, kind of, to have a facial aesthetic consultation with me. And I needed an image like this to give the feeling of talking with me through the screen. So I took an image of myself, and in the graphics creator that you can see here, I could make this beautiful picture easily. So whatever you need, guys, in the online world, you can do it in the Digital Business Lounge, which is kind of part of your subscription. Okay, so now you understand the three main routes: the affiliate, the e-commerce, and the digital business, kind of taking a business online. And you choose one route or path. I told you that I would recommend to choose and start with the affiliate one. And you, throughout the months and years, you master the affiliate marketing. And then, as we did, after 2 years, we decided to start our Amazon business as well. And this is how you step by step build up different businesses. And once I have built, we had the first product. Now it's much easier to deal with my second product, which is a food supplement, as I said. And I'm working on 2 food supplements. Both of them are anti-aging and difficult products because, you know, food is more difficult regulation-wise. But at least I don't need to worry about my e-commerce technical skills because I've done it, I know it. Again, within the SFM platform, you can learn the LinkedIn learning. You might know that Microsoft, so Bill Gates, Microsoft bought up the LinkedIn. And these LinkedIn Learning webinars, over 10,000 webinars are available for you in all areas that you can imagine. Everything. So marketing tools, advanced Google Analytics, public relations, anything, 10,000 training courses. Within SFM, there is the Digital Experts Academy. This is the higher level stuff. So you can build up successful online businesses without this. But if you really want to go to the top and you really want to crash it quickly and everything, this is the Digital Experts Academy. Here you can see the Elite Influence, which is a high-level school of human communication. So how we humans, we communicate, and the fundamentals and basic and the nitty-gritty of human communication. Import exports is about, experts is about e-commerce. Marketing mastery is a very high-level marketing skills. Brand incubator is how to build your professional brand. And finally, mastermind experience is a special group of entrepreneurs and part of the mastermind experience that in 2018, November, we went to Bali and we spent 1 week with the founders and the leadership of SFM. And during that week, we really immersed ourselves into building businesses and these kind of things. So guys, I've learned many, many amazing things. So I can't really praise enough the whole stuff. Another way of mastering things, so you're gonna find mastermind partners and mastermind groups, and he is Paul, and we are in a call right now discussing something, or we have meetups, we have local meetups, we are SFM 3,000 people and I don't know, 100 or 20 countries. And there are local meetups in London and in New York and everywhere really where members are, and you can go down and have fun and talk about business. So it's amazing. Or 4 times a year, we have these big events when we come together, and this is me with my wife. And this is kind of amazing learning opportunity as well, but majority of the thing happens online. So that's it, guys. As I said, it's a little bit just wrapping it up. 3,000 members, a lot of training opportunities, mentoring, mentorship. And one of the most important thing, guys, is the community, believe me, because you can start any business alone, but having people around you doing and learning the same thing, 3,000 people of us, all of us being students, all of us being humble, all of us wanting to do and give value to people, to the world, all of us, we want to become our better version, we want to build businesses and these kind of things. And imagine, guys, being surrounded with these people and you build friendships and you build your mastermind groups and you can reach out to anybody. So the community and the mentoring is really an amazing thing. And how the whole thing works is if any of you guys join SFM, I'm gonna be your first mentor, and I'm gonna personally gonna help you until the point when I am not enough for you. So that might happen that I take you to a level and then you go into a very specific niche or very specific area where I don't have my skills. And this is the point when I'm going to tell you, look, Dan Holloway or Alex or this and that are specialists on that area. And from that point, he's going to be your mentor. And this is, guys, believe me, something amazing. Community, support, accountability, very important. So again, we tend to postpone or procrastinate, things, and being part of a group. And sometimes when I procrastinate with things, I hesitate, I go into the group and I say and tell it to my mastermind group, guys, please hold me accountable. By next week, I'm gonna do this. And this thing is enough for you, enough motivation for you to finish it off. And next week, when you go back to the mastermind call, the guy's gonna ask you, Bela, where is this, where is that? And it's, believe me, it's a very bad feeling when you don't have it finished. And these tiny things, guys, matter a lot. These tiny things can make you or break you. As I said, website builder, tools and plugins and everything is included. And again, my last slide is it costs you £99 to join SFM. And I believe this is not an amount of money. This is nothing. And you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, no question asked. So if you join, you start working with me, and after 3 weeks or within a month, you say, Bela or Dr. Bela, I tried, but for some reason it's not for me. You drop an email to the back office, you get your money back, and you are good to go. So you can't lose anything. And then there is a monthly fee, $97 per month, for the use of the platform that I showed you, which is all the tools that you use to build your websites and everything I showed you. So I really believe that for the value given to you, this is I must say cheap. So that's why it might look a little bit too good to be true. And if you guys have this feeling, I completely understand you, because this is what I felt again initially. But believe me, guys, I can't say anything else. Give this kind of leap of faith that what I'm saying is this is how it is. So that's it, guys. This is how we built our businesses, and I would like to highlight the importance of mindset. So because that's important, make up your mind, make a bold decision, jump in, do it, experience it. Because sometimes you have had bad experiences. I don't know, you have done this, or you did this and did that, and you had a bad experience. And the only way to change an experience is to have another one. Because a new experience can override a previous bad experience. We can talk about personal relationships. So if you had a bad experience with a man or a woman, the only way to have a good one is to give a chance to another one. So guys, any questions, any comments? Yeah, please, there.
You know, the training that you get
Yes.
through this service, is that is it at your own pace, or is it, or do you have to have you got targets to meet or something like that?
There are no targets as such. Absolutely your space, and with a little bit of caveat. Some of my members really rushed through the training modules quickly. Other members spend a lot of time in certain modules. And I have my Tuesday evening webinars with my members. So every Tuesday evening we have a webinar, and my members join, and we talk about their questions and these kind of things. And I use these webinars for not only masterminding, but accountability as well. So sometimes I need to tell my members, please slow down. Module 2, for example, is about mindset, your digital life blueprint. So for example, you need to figure out your ideal day. You need to figure out your goals and these kind of things. And it's important, and you need to spend time with it, because if you don't have your inspirations and goals sorted, you lose a pool motivation. So you need to spend time. So there is no given time. You can do it as you wish, but sometimes I tell you, please slow down, or sometimes I ask you, you are still on module one, you speed up a little bit and come with us, you know. So my goal and purpose is to keep everyone on track with my 3 years experience.
Is it mainly selling a product? Is that the ultimate goal? So actually selling products?
No, absolutely not. So that's one of the options. So
Right.
you can exist in the digital economy for years or forever without having a physical. You mean physical products or products in general?
Because I mean, you could be selling a concept or a system or a methodology to deal with a problem. That's not a physical item that person purchases, and that could be your product.
Yeah. So you know, there are digital products, obviously. So you can make your coaching program. You can make. So you have an expertise. You can turn that expertise into a product online. But if you don't have this, you can sell other people's products, digital products, physical products, or you can sell your own physical product, as I showed you in Amazon. I don't know whether I answered your question or
Yeah. So it's not limited to a physical
no,
product you're selling.
absolutely not. No.
But it sounds like a part of the sale process would involve video imaging or photograph imaging.
Thank you for mentioning the word video. Thank you for that very good point. Why? Because video is the king of content. The video is the way how we can really communicate with someone. You all guys watched my video on YouTube, and my message resonated with you somehow. Why? Because you can see my face, my eyes, you can hear my voice, my gestures, and everything. And this is the best way to connect with people. And a very interesting point in the SFM journey is uh, most of us, including myself, we don't born with feeling comfortable in front of a camera. And we have this kind of, no, I can't imagine myself being in front of a camera, talking to people. Guys, believe me, when I joined SFM, I couldn't imagine being here and talking to you with my English as a second language. I had so many reservations, and this is amazing personal development that all of us going through. And when you finished module 2, it's it's called the 90-day video journey. And the 90-day video journey is to get you from zero to someone who is comfortable in front of a camera. I remember the first time when I needed to, usually they recommend to start with pre-recorded videos. So record a video about anything and post it in the 90-day video journey group. And this is a closed group. So only people are there who are doing the same journey. So you are people around people who are doing the same thing. So there is no trolling, no negativity. Everybody is going through the same thing. And this is the first time in SFM when you join the 90-day journey, when you can build up a personal relationships, because there are gonna be people who resonate with you and you resonate with each other. You reach out to each other. So the first time when you really engage with other members, and step by step, and which is an amazing thing, the first time when especially women come to the camera, makeup, hair, everything is done. And after the 10th or the 15th, check-in, they really get into because being yourself is a very, it's a message that you hear in SFM every day, be yourself. And by the 10th or 15th time, you can see people in their pajamas, hair everywhere, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, only your message. And so the transformation that you can see in the 90-day video journey is amazing. And by the end, making a video is like this. This is a skill, again, a very important skill. So thank you, Jeff, for bringing it up.
Can I ask one more question? And then I
Yeah,
won't ask no
absolutely,
more.
please. Yes, yes.
I watched Stuart's videos previously,
Yes.
and he has and there's a payment for 295. Is the payment that you've mentioned different to his payment?
Yes,
Or?
so this is a little bit confusing, and apologies for that, because when I joined SFM 3 years ago, that was the way what you are mentioning here.
Right.
And it's still an option. So you can join SFM for £29,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to pay 270 something for the same that you pay only £99 once and nothing more. And I still have members who join with the $30, and they theoretically need to pay the 270 something, but I tell them, don't do that. Drop an email to the back office and tell them you would like to go to the other way, the $99 way, and maybe you pay in the difference between the 29 and the 99, and that's it. And this is a new thing, so it might be a little bit confusing because this new system just rolled out 2 months ago or something like that.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there is a little bit of overlap, and there is a little bit of, there are older material that's Stu talking about the 29 and the 270 something, but the new one is 99, and this is what applies.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
to make to join payment, I can contact you separately, isn't it?
You don't need to contact me. So I sent you a link.
Okay.
And you just skim through the link. It summarizes all the things, the good things that you get, so what I talked about, and you can join through the link. You don't need to contact me. And once you joined, I'm gonna give you a call, and then I'm gonna invite you to the Tuesday webinars, and then I hold myself responsible to keep you on the track. But
Okay.
obviously, it's your responsibility to do the work. But I do my best for all my members to keep them on track and help them in all the ways possible.
Okay, thank you.